Hey guys, this is Smithy. Welcome to my channel. Today's video is yet another ranking video, and this is going to be my last monthly ranking video for the eyeshadow palettes, because the next one is going to be all the palettes needs to be ranked that I used for 2025, and that's quite a lot and I don't even want to dip into it. But today we are going to rank about 8 palettes that I tested out in the month of November. So if you guys want to see all of this in action, please keep on watching. I want to get you a disclaimer out already, because none of the palettes are bad by any means. It's just a matter of color story, and if there is some kind of a discrepancies in the palettes, I will definitely let you know. On number 8, we have the Enchanted Moon Multichrome Quad from MBA Cosmetics, and this is a beautiful quad. I really love the shades that are included in it. So if you are into these colors, I am only ranking it a little low just because, again, it's a quad and it is a companion palette for me. I never do an eyeshadow look without using mattes, and because it's a companion palette and I have to dip into another shade, that is why I'm ranking this. But seriously speaking, the number 7 palette, I feel like I like this palette more than number 7, but because this is a companion palette, that is why I'm ranking this on number 8. On number 7, I have the Autumn Moon palette from MBA Cosmetics. Now, there are aspects that I absolutely love about this palette, which I pretty much knew on the get-go. I am going to love these 3 shades for sure. I was also thinking that I'm going to love this shade, but I hope that this is a discrepancy in my palette. It is definitely more of a, it doesn't pick up much on my fingers. Like, as you can see, it's more like a taupery shade as compared to, let's see, this shade. And this is pretty opaque and it's very wet looking, so you can see the difference. And I am more used to these kind of like effect on the eyes from MBA Cosmetic rather than this, so that's the only reason. Plus I also feel there are a lot of satins in this palette too. So this is Harvest Moon is a satin, this Autumn Joy is a satin, and this is a matte with sparkles in it. So there are certain formulas that I do not personally love. I like a good shimmery glossy kind of eyelid as compared to like these satiny shades, and for that reason I am ranking this a little low. Okay, there's a bunch of, like, I have 4 MBA Cosmetics eyeshadow palettes in this ranking. That's why I'm ranking it like this. On the next ranking, which is number 6, I have another MBA Cosmetics palette, and this is the Black Hat Society palette. It's an all shimmer palette, but I am ranking this a little more higher because I feel like all the shades here perform extremely well. I just had complained with one shimmer, and that is this shade, which is Wicked Deeds. It's pretty much a very flakier shade, and I personally do not like a flakier shade on me. I hardly put flakier shades on my eyelid, and that is the reason why I am ranking this on number 6. But rest everything else, it's so shifty, it's so unique shades that are included in this palette. So if you are looking for shades that are unique and it's perfect for like deep dark grungy looks, you will absolutely love this. Like all the other shades, I have absolutely no complaints about. I really love everything else in this palette. Absolutely stunning palette. On number 6. On number 5, I have the Simply Posh Cosmetics Gingerbread Bakery palette. I love this side of the palette so very much. You know, I'm a neutral person, so this side of the color story is absolutely up my alley. I love these shimmers too. I'm not a big pastel person, so I pretty much use these 6 shade as an inner corner pop shade. I cannot use it any other way. I feel like I still can use this on my lid space, but otherwise everything else is pretty much like my inner corner pop. I am actually wearing this on my inner corners right now. Very pretty palette. They all perform beautifully. I feel like this palette definitely lacks a little depth. The only deeper shade in this palette is this shade, which is Chocolate Chips. Rest everything is pretty much like light to mid-tone shades, so that's the only reason why this is ranking on number 5. But otherwise this palette is beautiful, and even the cover art, this screams Christmas to me. This screams gingerbread to me. I love it, absolutely love it. And I love that they went with this, with the packaging, like this color story, because this definitely is screaming gingerbread cookie to me, and this is definitely screaming all the icing, all the decorations on the gingerbread. I really, really love this. On number 4, I have the newest Nomad palette, and this is the ChristKindlMarkt palette, and this is their Christmas release from them. I really love this palette too. Again, I feel like the packaging, the color story inside, they all scream Christmas to me. I love that they have included all the shimmers in a Christmas tree format and accompanied by 6 mattes here in the corners. I love that there are options of neutral tones, which is my favorite part. I am not a person who wears a lot of red and green, so that's pretty much a little outside my comfort zone, but I feel like rest everything is so wearable, so beautiful, and so lovely on the eyes. Like, the quality is definitely there. I really love it. The versatility is right there. Even though when you see this palette, it screams like neutral, but you can definitely get like a blue look, a green look, a neutral look, a purpley pinky look. This beautiful multi-chrome is like a red to a green shifting shadow, and then a silver, beautiful silver. I feel like there's definitely a lot of holiday looks that can come out of this palette. I really, really love this palette. The quality is there. If you love the color story, you're not going to be disappointed. On number 3, we have the newest Fantasy Cosmetica palette, and this is the Artificer palette. This is their spicy neutral palette. Again, you're not getting too much of like something special, but if you like Fantasy Cosmetica formula, this quality with spicy neutral shades, I could not pass on it. I purchased this with my own money and I really love it. I feel like this and the number 1 palette is the only palettes that I purchased with my own money, but rest everything else was gifted to me in PR, and I'm very, very thankful for that. I'll link all the codes in the description box below for you guys if you are looking for some. But this, I feel like this is such a beautiful travel friendly palette. I can definitely mix and match if I need to, but there is warm tones, there's neutral tones, there's cool tones for the neutral wearer, and I absolutely love it. Like these, I've done already 2 looks using this palette. I'll link it in the iCards above for you guys, but I feel like this palette is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I cannot recommend this enough. I love Fantasy Cosmetica palettes. The color stories are absolutely there. I'm more of a neutral person. That's why I have like the Cradle in the Ice palette and then the Artificer palette for cool tone loving heart as well as the warm tone loving heart. I really, really love this one. On number 2, we have the last MBA Cosmetics palette, and this is the Wandering Souls palette. This is such a beautiful peachy color story. This is so wearable and neutral in my opinion, but the shimmers are shimmering. They are absolutely glossy on the eyelids, and the mattes are extremely beautiful. I was very, very surprised to wear this, and all the shades that I wore out of this palette are extremely beautiful. I've not tested out all the shades, but I feel like this palette is so gorgeous, so everyday, and so beautiful. I really love the vibes of the palette. I definitely fell in love with this palette even more than what I saw in the pictures. I really, really love this, and the packaging is also very beautiful. I really love this. Very feminine vibes that I'm getting out of this palette. The quality is definitely there. And on number 1, I cannot believe I waited this long to test out this palette, because I have used this palette so very much offline too, and I am very pleased that I did pick this out. I was only chickening out with this palette only because of the greens, but everything else is straight up my comfort zone. I really, really love it. And on number 1, we have the Unearthly Not Normal palette. I picked this out on a sale that they were going on, that was going on their website, but again, not very comfortable with the green. So if I just cover this center green, I feel like everything else is so lovely, and I've worn this so many times. I really feel like I can get some neutral look, some grungy look. This is a grungy palette overall. I love the mauves and the purples in this palette, even the burgundies. This green, totally up my alley. This pukey mustardy tone, I really love. The neutrally tones are so beautiful. Everything except this emerald green, oh my gosh, sign me up for it. Like, I love it. And I also love that this is a magnetic palette, so you can definitely mix and match. You know how much I love Unearthly Cosmetics formulas. The Gothic Romance along with this palette is going to be so lovely. But I am very pleased. So this is on my number 1 for the month of November. I cannot wait I cannot wait to see what all enters into my collection in December and how that takes the ranking game to a different level for me. I'm so excited for all the palettes that entered into my collection this year. But that's all for today. You guys have to let me know, will you rank it a little different? Is there any of the palettes that I missed from that were launched in November that are absolutely your favorites? Sound it down in the comment section below. But that's all for today. If you did like my video, you know what to do. Do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And ring that notification bell so that you're notified every time that I post things. I generally upload 3 videos every single week, every Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays at 9 AM Eastern Standard Time. Until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.